So working on our mobility, just a few new ones, starting from the ankles and working our way up. So we're just going to start with some balancing work that will strengthen the hips. We're just going to take the leg out to the front and back in. You want that leg to be as high as you can, and you want to be really getting that leg out straight. Okay, foot on the floor, whoop, she says. Make sure it's like suckered to the floor. 2 more. Last one. So you already notice if you're tight in the ankles, if you don't have much strength in the ankles, or if you're tight in the hamstrings here, you won't be able to get that leg out straight. Keep that leg nice and high, really strengthening through those hips, releasing those hamstrings. 2 more. Okay, last one. So this time we're going to take it to the sofa. So I've got my sofa here, depends on the height of your sofa. You could also use a stool. And we're going to raise that leg. So I've got a slight bent leg here. The foot is suckered to the floor. So exhale. Trying to keep that leg straight. 3, 4, 5. You've got 8. Make sure you're not doing that with that foot down there. 6, 7, 8. It's also really easy to kind of tuck under to get that leg high and do this. Try and keep as tall as you can. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And release. Now I'm going to take the other leg. I'm going to go up and pull through back. Okay? And what's wrong with my balance today? I'm going to blame the floorboards, even though we've got carpet. 2, that's better, Emma. And high. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Any creaking in the knees is good. Creaking means, cracking means we're moving. If we don't hear any creaking or cracking, it normally means we're sitting still. And our bodies don't like that. Yes, they like rest. We need to rest. But if you're on a computer a lot, feeding a lot, driving a lot, commuting a lot, this is what the body needs. This is really good pelvic floor workout as well. Okay, that pelvic floor is connected to the foot, to the ankle, and all the way up. 4. I'm terrible at counting. 3, 2, okay, and 1. So that's strengthen the ankles, strengthen the hips, released that hamstrings. We're now going to do some hip release work. Okay, so I'm going to use my sofa again. I'm just going to put my back leg onto my sofa. Okay, you could use a stool, a chair, or even just up against the wall. The closer the knee is, the harder it's going to be. So if you know you're really tight in those hips, maybe move further away. I'm going to take that leg up and into that lifted position. Okay, so you should feel a stretch all the way down here. Then you're going to do a squeeze of the bum. I call it my Michael Jackson hip thrust. So you squeeze the bum, not taking the weight over, squeezing the bum and pushing the hips forward. Hold it there if you can. That should have intensified it. Now you're going to take the hand, the same hand as the leg on the wall, and take it up and over. So we've released through those hips now. And come down and to the other side. So muscles, joints, everything need mobilizing, stretching, moving. Okay? So squeeze. This isn't Pilates, this isn't yoga. This is just mobility, okay? So squeeze it. So it's just a combination of everything that I've picked up that works for my moms. Okay, and release. We're now going to sit down. I'm going to bend the knees. Okay, so bent knees. Arms off the floor. This ball's doing me head in. Arms off the floor. We're just going to go over one way, up, and over the other way. Okay, up and switch, up and switch. Two more, up and switch. One more, up and switch. We're now going to stabilise through the shoulders, place the feet flat on the floor, hands towards you, and you're going to go up into a little bridge. So 1, squeezing those bums, 2, 3, so working through those glutes, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, from now I'm going to sit into this position. So my knees in line with my hip, my knees in line with my hip. I'm quite open, there's a big gap here. Okay, so I'm not tucked in here. Okay, so there's that big gap going on here. I'm going to lift this back leg up and bring it down. Lift it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, this leg goes up. Little lean forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Up, move, change. Okay, make sure that you're nice and open again. So remember, this isn't tucked in, it's here, opening up. So 1, this is my stiffer side. 2, keep that knee down. 3, 4, 5, 6. Back knee stays down, front knee stays down, and this lifts up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Feet come together. You can sit on a cushion if you want to. Hands out in front. Inhale, exhale, lift. Okay, so showing you from here. And 2 more. Last 1. And release. Now I'm going to come into this position. I'm going to come up onto our all fours, stabilising through your shoulders. Inhale, exhale as you lift. And you're going to use the same arm as hand come off the floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And come down, stretch forward, and release. So we're now going to take the knees quite wide. We're going to go onto our elbows. I'm going to rock forward and sit back. Okay, so that's all you're doing. Don't force it too much. Okay, so you're opening up and forward. Sitting back and forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, stabilise through the shoulders. And we're just going to do some hip circles. Really nice releases. 1, other way. 2, 3, 4, 2 more, 5, and 6. I'm going to roll over onto my back, go into this position, and just going to do some circles. So this is the sort of thing that I do before I start training, amongst other things, circle around the other way. I would never go from desk, car, into like lifting or anything like that. Okay, mobility is really, really important. We're going to roll over and we're going to come up to a standing up position. We're now going to take one leg in front of the other. I'm going to go into a little lunge. Feel that back leg stretch there, particularly through the ankle. We're going to come up, we're going to send the weight back into a hinge forward. So each time you go down, I want you to get further and hinge, sending the bum back like you're kissing the wall behind you. Going down, so really working on that ankle mobility here. Go down, this is going to help your squats. Reach, let's do 2 more. Reach, last one. Reach, other leg goes forward. Okay, so into that squat. You can see how I can't get down very far there, but rather than hold it and pulse it, I'm moving, I'm creating that movement, that tension, and each one, see how I'm getting further and further. Okay, both heels are on the floor. Let's do 2 more. 1. It's going to help my squat position, all these hips back releases, all helping my squats. Talking about squats, let's go nice and wide, feet on the floor and down into that position. Okay, open out those legs, push it out if you can. I'm going to take it under and back round. So really open up my hips, open up my ankles, strengthening. That's really going to help me have the best squat ever. If I hadn't have done that, my squat form wouldn't be that good. So we've done some stabilising of the shoulders. I want to just work through, oh look, there's a sweet. Oh, I could just have that. So it's been in my bag. We could work through that shoulder mobility. I've got a little band here, yeah. And all we're going to do is bring it in and up. In and up. So I'm pushing away with that band, really strengthening through that back, those shoulders. It's actually harder than it looks. 5, push those hands away. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And then I'm going to take it forward and opening out. Forward, opening out. Couple more. Forward, opening out. Last time. Forward, opening out. Okay. And then just going to take my hands and do some of these, thinking about those back muscles. And then some lifts. 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms back, so from there into there. Palms back, palms back, palms back, palms back, palms back, palms back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Into windmills. This always confuses people. Hands front, one goes one way, one goes the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Grabbing another band. I'm going to open out those shoulders. We're just going to open and back. Open and back. So the band's got some give in it, so if you're not feeling it, doesn't feel hard enough, you need to go tighter. Oh, it's better. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, Last one. Okay, and release. We're going to go onto the floor now. Okay, how many minutes we're on? Okay, we're doing good. I want this to be a real quick warm-up, something like that I do. So I've got my, I'm just in a comfy position here. I'm going to take my band and take it up to the air. Shoulders aren't coming up, shoulders are down. You're going to go across to one side. The bottom arm stays, the top arm moves. You're going to go across to one side, the bottom arm stays, the top arm moves. You're going to go across to one side, and again, cross. You should have got to the floor now. Reach, and come up. Change legs. Okay, so opening up the waist, working through the shoulders, working through the lats, getting some tension going so that we can each time go further, further, further. I want to do one more this side. Oh. And release. Last one, last one. You can use a book, DVD case. Let's use Air Buddies. Legs are wide. I've got my case here. I'm just going to push, 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 legs straight, push, push, push. Curl up and touch the case. Boom. Now I'm going to touch my feet. Okay, notice how far you can touch your feet. Legs are straight. Get the case. Boom, 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 boom. Hold. See if you get any further on that touch. I have definitely. And come up. Other side. And push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. And boom. So you should feel, oh, let's do this last one. You should feel so much looser already. Just in a few, 15 minutes, something like that. So I'm on my back, legs up. Trying to think of my, we don't want to be like this, head on the floor. Try and think about my back being really heavy. All done, ladies. So that's the kind of thing that I do before I do a hardcore workout.